Hey, I'm always glad to see 'em online be. That is a welcome, lad, as welcome as can be. Watch the cheer right up to table, stop as long as thou art able. For I'm always glad to see 'em online be.
The boys sweetly sang, came out, the choir boys. I didn't realise it, but you missed it. The organ played a requiem, and once that sad church bell rang, he'd always been a quiet man, not given to a spree, so he stood alone to bury Dad, my old poor ma and me. He was a travelling salesman, said he worked in ladies' tights. We always thought that was his job, not what he did at Neet. And though I'd known him 20 years, still I'd never guessed why he came home that weekend. He needed so much rest. Till all his other wives came in, weeping down the aisle. We had to send for extra chairs. He queued for half a mile. They came from near, they came from far, they filled up every pew. He must have been a Mormon, and my mum never knew. Till all his other wives came here to share the co-op and tea. And they brought a lot of kids with them that looked a lot like me. The priest was old and feeble and made a bad job worse when he tried to marry mother to the man who drove the hearse. And one wife rang to ask us, were we going to cremate? And could we keep him on a low light because she could be late. One wife was only my age, she'd a warm look in her eye. She said, you're so much like your dad, it makes me want to cry. I only live on Pool Street, come and see me by and by. For there's something that your dad liked, I'm sure he'd want you to try. Then all these other wives came, in young and old alike. One came in a bath chair and one on a motorbike. A rock star in a Rolls, a duchess in a coach and pair, and a lady sumo wrestler who'd been freighted in by her. Till all his other wives came back, they came back one and all to enjoy, and they pinched the carpet off the floor and the paper off the wall.
This is a new one I've not done before again, and it's called Waiting on a Friend. 1, 2, 3. Watching girls go passing by, it ain't the latest thing. I'm just standing in a doorway,
was going to play something at this session anyway, but when it was Northern Night, I thought, well, there's only one song I can sing, and unfortunately I've sung it before. Any guesses? Me hands are like stone, me feet are like lead. I ain't been one since I left me bed. I get ripped up to fire, as near as I'm allowed, that I might get greatly warm at last. He by gum where I'm cowed. Old Jonathan Pratt were a greatly chap, and he liked a pint of ale. That's why his nose were allus red, but his cheeks were allus pale. And if that stopped him in the street for to pass the time of day, in drunken tones as he raised his hat, this is what he'd say. Oh, he by gum cowed, he by gum cowed. Me hands are like stone, me feet are like lead. I ain't been one since I left me bed. I get right up to fire, as near as I'm allowed, that I might get greatly warm at last. He by gum cowed. Oh, a glass at night were his great delight, for it warmed him up, you know, when often over danger line to beggar used to go. The parson said, "My man, you're on your downward way." But Jonathan said, with his usual charm, "It's warm down there, they say." He by gum cowed, he by gum cowed. Me hands are like stone, me feet are like lead. I haven't been the one since I left me bed. I get raised up to fire, as near as I'm allowed, that I might get greatly warm at last. He by gum cowed. Then Jonathan finally met his match with a yard of ale, they say. So we laid him out with a jug of stout for to warm him on his way. The devil welcomed him and showed him all his charms. But Jonathan said, "Well, if this is hell, it's not so bloody warm." Hey, by gum cowed, he by gum cowed. Me arms are like stone, me feet are like lead. I've never been warm since I left me bed. I get right up to fire, as near as I'm allowed, that I might get greatly warm at last. He by gum cowed.
This is a song that Les gave me last week on 3 sheets. Asked me to find it, so I did and put it down to 2.
Me and my sister used to sing this song.
There's just one death. Still I love him, I can't deny him. I'll be with him wherever he goes. He bought me a handkerchief, red, white and blue. Then to clean windows he tore it in 2. But still I love him, I can't deny him. I'll be with him wherever he goes. He took me to the alehouse and bought me a stout. Before I could drink it, he ordered me out. what's happened to him, but still I love him, I can't deny him. I'll be with him wherever he goes. If he goes to heaven, he'll come to no harm. If he goes to hell, then he'll keep himself warm. But still I love him, I can't deny him. I'll be with him wherever he goes. But still I love him, I can't deny him. I'll be with him wherever he goes.
Now, this is a song that Lee and I have had on the list when we've been leading for the last 3 sessions, and it's a ladies' song, and I've been trying to get one of the ladies interested in singing it, and I've never done it because there's too many bloody words in it, and I've just been practicing at the back and I've still not got it right, but I'm going to do it anyway because Lee's not here to make fun of me if I do it wrong. And I've never done one yet where he's filming and I've got it right, so there's not much chance. And it's called Suds in the Bucket, and it's by a lady called Sarah Evans. She was in the backyard, say it was a little past 9, when the prince pulled up a white pickup truck. Her folks should have seen it coming, it was only just a matter of time. Plenty old enough when you can't stop love. She stuck a note on the screen door, sorry but I've got to go. That was all she wrote, her mama's heart was broke. That was all she wrote, so the story goes. Now her daddy's in the kitchen, staring out the window, scratching and racking his brains. How could 18 years just up and walk away? Our little ponytail girl grown up to be a woman, now she's gone in the blink of an eye. She left the suds in the bucket and the clothes hanging out on the line. Now don't you wonder what the preacher's gonna preach about Sunday morn? Nothing quite like this has happened here before. Well, he must have been a looker, smooth talking son of a gun, for such a grounded girl to just up and run. Cause you can't fence time and you can't stop love. Now all the bidders in the beauty shop gossip going non-stop, sipping on a pink lemonade. How can 18 years just up and walk away? A little ponytail girl grown up to be a woman, now she's gone in the blink of an eye. She left the suds in the bucket and the clothes hanging out on the line. Yeehaw! She got a pretty little bare feet hanging out the window, heading up to Vegas tonight. How can 18 years just up and walk away? A little ponytail girl growing up to be a woman, now she's gone in the blink of an eye. She left the suds in the bucket and the clothes hanging out on the line. She was in the backyard, say it was a little past 9, when the prince pulled up a white pickup truck. Plenty old enough when you can't stop love. No, you can't fence time and you can't stop